treat your pet to the ultimate grooming experience.
Completely eliminate the fear of hurting your pet while providing your pet the secret that the groomers are raving about. Not available in stores? Call 1-800-535-8152. That's 1-800-535-8152.
Finally tonight, as we all know, Jesse Jackson was speaking figuratively when he whispered into an open mic that he was going to cut out a certain part of Barack Obama's manhood. Or was he?
Not just to Democrats, but to independents and Republicans, to every single American who wants to move this country in a new direction.
And that's special report for this time. Please tune us in next time. And in the meantime, more news is on the way. Fair, balanced, and unafraid.
Good evening. I'm Fox News anchor Patty Ann Brown, or as I'm known in the bondage and discipline chat room circuit, Julie Banderas. During Friday night's segment on Can't Miss Pickup Lines, host Greg Gutfeld offered the foolproof come-on that was, quote, "Would you like some P in V with that G and T?" I can safely say that this horrid comment would never work on yours truly, mostly because I prefer vodka tonics over gin, and now some dude getting his ass handed to him.
背負い投げ、背負い落とし、浮き落とし、払い腰、跳ね腰、大外刈り、小外刈り、小外掛け、大外車、内股、内股すかし、きびす返し、巴投げ、俵返し、カニバサミ、山嵐、浮き技、小内刈り、大内刈り、肩車、横車、釣り込み腰、袖釣り込み腰、払い釣り込み足、ツバメ返し、抱き別れ。
I like that. Welcome to Red Eye, the #1 show among men who snore while driving. I'm here tonight with Fox News Channel anchor Patty Ann Brown. If beauty were a cookie jar, kids would get their hands stuck inside her. True. Jonathan Hoenig, capitalist pig hedge fund manager and a regular on Cash It In, seen every Saturday at 11:30 a.m. on Fox News Channel. He knows selling short like I know being short, and I do, people. Bill Schultz, he has a dolphin tattoo on his ankle. Little known fact. And sitting right next to me the whole hour is the great, the wonderful, the good-looking comedian Jamie Lissow. If hilarity were a lottery ticket, I'd rub him vigorously and hope for a big payoff. Well, that was pretty funny. He'd rather chop a log than read a blog. But slowly and surely, presidential hopeful John McCain is joining the 21st century. In the New York Times Sunday, he confessed that he's behind the curve when using this thing called the internet. First, it requires a computer, and he doesn't have time for those newfangled contraptions and all their cockamamie doohickeys. Instead, he relies on his wife and campaign staffers to retrieve crap from this mysterious online world. McCain says ruefully, "They go on for me. I'm learning to get online myself, and I will have that down fairly soon. I don't expect to be a great communicator. I don't expect to set up my own blog, but I am becoming computer literate to the point where I get the information that I need." That's pretty good, huh?
Accent starts halfway through the quote.
I know. But interesting, afterwards he slipped a Werther's Original into the reporter's hand and batted him on the head. Yeah. Jonathan, I don't know about you, but I don't want a president who's distracted by Facebook or watching videos of frat boys lighting their farts. Do you agree with me?
I respectfully disagree, Greg. Honestly, if this guy can't, go to Gawker.com, I honestly wonder whether he's fit to be president. And if he can't get online, how does he? I don't really understand that. This is a man, I think, that makes a bigger embarrassment of himself every day.
Oh, I gotta disagree with you. I think that he's incredibly focused, and when you're focused, you can't be hitting blogs and going on the web on this whatnot computer thingy. Jamie, but I think Jonathan makes a very good point that by saying these things, he allows his critics to paint him as out of touch. And is that fair?
I don't think it is fair. I think he's consistent because I think McCain's always been kind of resistant to change when it comes to, information exchange. Like, for instance, when he was in college and they invented regular mail delivery, he stuck with cave painting long after it wasn't cool.
He still goes by the oral legend. Do you know that?
He does.
Stories.
He does.
Patty Ann, does it bother you that McCain isn't tech savvy? It doesn't bother me, so agree.
Well, no, it does bother me. I mean, where is he getting his information? I mean, from one of those, what's it called, a big set of books? Oh, encyclopedia. You can't trust anything they say. Everybody knows the only reliable source of information is Wikipedia.
Exactly. This is what I like about him, is that imagine if they took away the internet from you for, I don't know, a week, how much better your life would be. And you'd start focusing on the things that matter. And you'd get your information from newspapers and TV. You don't actually need it. Bill, McCain doesn't even own a BlackBerry. Don't you find that refreshing?
I'd find it refreshing if he didn't own an iPhone. That I would respect. But the fact that he doesn't own both leads me to believe that he's still watching movies on beta and referring to quality time with his soap operas as watching his stories, Greg. Maybe with a little Afghan and abacus instead of a calculator.
It's scary. I think it's refreshing, and it's cliched to paint him as an old fogey. He just doesn't have time for that stuff. Jamie, don't you think it's smart to have your staff show you stuff rather than having to go out and search for yourself? That gives him more time to mow the lawn.
I would totally agree, but I have a staff called Google, and you just type it in, it kind of does that for you.
Or yell at kids that are on his lawn after he's done mowing
Go find me my stuff. I like the fact that they describe him, when he's talking about technology, he was describing it ruefully, Bill. What does ruefully mean?
Well, that's the thing. It's ageist. Since I am under 70, I can only be regretful. But if I'm over 70, then I'm rueful. It's very much...
I thought ruefully was when you give a girl a drink and she goes home with you.
Yeah. Well, dragged home, but yes, I see your point.
She wakes up and goes, was that drink ruefully? I don't remember anything.
Patty, and lastly, is this going to become a huge issue with undecided voters, whether or not he's tech savvy?
Well, he's missing an opportunity here because, you know, Obama is emailing Scarlett Johansson. That's how he gets her in his camp. I mean, you know, McCain could be emailing Rue McClanahan from Golden Girls. You know, he could really be taking this opportunity.
Ooh, he's really robbing the cradle there, but I like where you're coming from.
That's what he meant by ruefully.
Yeah. Oh.
He was thinking about a night full of Rue.
He's definitely on his head.
I thought he'd be feeling Rue.
Yeah, I put... Thank you, Bill. Sorry. From online to white lines. Mom always said it was good to share, but I guess she didn't mean the coke. Some guy named Ricky Wallace was recently found guilty of cocaine distribution, even though he was sharing his drugs with a so-called lady friend and not selling them. Why does this always intrigue me when they show this stuff? I've totally lost my train of thought.
This is better than any of our stripper footage.
All right. Wallace's argument is he shouldn't have been convicted of distribution because he didn't turn a profit. He was only sharing. Bill, Wallace told the court that if a lady friend came by, he'd offer her drugs. So do you think it was less about distribution and more about getting her into bed?
If that's the case, a little word of advice, stay away from the coke, as far as the bed part is concerned. But this is, I mean, basically...
What are you getting at?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Just from what I read on this internet that we speak of. I'll log you on and we'll learn more. But, all right, basically what we're looking at, I mean, if you want to take this to its most illogical thing, I own a couple of illegal AK-47s. Who doesn't? Now, if I were to allow my friend to shoot one of those, I could technically be described as a gun dealer. And if I told my friend, I'll pay you a little bit of money to shoot Andy Levy in the face, technically I could be considered an accessory to murder, Greg.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Jonathan, I go to you because you're the expert with cocaine. The judges wanted to preserve the distinction. They wanted to preserve the distinction between personal use and distribution, even though no money was exchanged. Who do you side with here?
I side with, you know, the loser kid who wants to get high with his skanky girlfriend, Greg. I mean, I don't think there's any really objective law being broken here. I mean, people have the right to use whatever drug they want, whether it's coke or hashish or PCP or crystal meth. I mean, I could go on and on, as you know.
I bet you could. What's your choice,
I just think
Jonathan?
it shouldn't be illegal in the first place.
What's your choice out of all those listed?
Mountain Dew.
Oh, fantastic. All right.
That's full of a brick of cocaine, isn't it?
I know. That's your cover. Patty Ann, is this going to stop you from sharing your crack with Dominica Davis?
Dominica, we're bringing her into this.
We all know you do.
We might share things in our office, but it's not drugs.
So you're
Bruce?
What do you share? Tell me. Jamie, when the police raided the apartment, they found out 1.5 grams of coke. Now, you go through that in an hour, so how can that be seen as distribution?
I just did 1.5 grams when the camera was on Bill. I was nervous.
That is amazing. Taking advantage of the glass table. Well done.
I sort of do agree with what you're saying, though. Like, I feel like, let's look at he has the girl over.
Yeah.
And, like, we've taught our children to share.
Yeah.
And now intend to distribute. It's like against sharing. What are you going to do? Invite a girl over and just do 1.5 grams of cocaine by yourself?
Exactly. It would be so rude.
How rude would that be?
But on the other hand, if you're doing drugs, it's a lot of relief off you not to have to, like, have these freeloaders come in asking you for drugs. You can say, no, I can't give it to you because I don't want to get arrested for dealing. And then you just sit there and you do all your drugs in front of them.
That is a good point, because every time I've ever bought weed. I've always had the intent to distribute, and then I just never get around to it.
Bill, this is off topic, but Wallace's dad was charging him $400 a month in rent because he lives at home. How much do your parents charge you?
They do not charge me anything, Greg. I live there gratis because I do the lawn.
Oh, fantastic. All
It's
right.
the barter system. Thanks, Mommy and Daddy.
All right, from pot to porn. Does the big house mean no penthouse? A judge has ruled that an inmate at the ultra-high security Supermax prison won't be getting his dirty magazines and books. And denying him this doesn't violate his constitutional rights. Mark Jordan, serving time for bank robbery and murder, there he is, looking like Marilyn Monroe, had sued the prison, arguing his First Amendment rights were violated. Jamie, why can't he be like the rest of us and rely on his fruitful imagination than having to get some porn?
And that's a great point, and especially like if he's into cartoon porn. Have you ever heard of drawing?
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you just make your own?
I spent like from the ages, I guess, 7 to 12 drawing women. I mean, that's you know, it was what you did, or erasing bras off Sears catalogs.
Absolutely, and I've always been a huge fan of cartoon pornography because I feel like there's no victim because in the picture it's never an ugly girl with a horrible body. It's just a bad illustrator.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Honig, one could say that trucking in tons of porn for prisoners will keep them calm. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely, Greg. Honestly, I think it's a safety issue because the truth is you got like a couple hundred guys there. If they're not ever like getting off for long periods of times, I mean, that is a recipe for a prison riot. And that's just what it is, end of story. So I think from a safety perspective, he should be allowed to have any suggestive material that he wants.
The weird thing is, I see your point, but I can see you could apply that logic to many other things, like if they don't get their Mountain Dew, Jonathan, they could write. Now, Patty Ann, the prisoner was denied also a copy of The New Yorker and Jane because sometimes they contain nudity. Now, are they going too far?
Well, I mean, the whole idea is not to spend taxpayer dollars on distributing porn to criminals. That's what they're trying to comply with. But New Yorker magazine, it's a literary magazine. It's insane. But I do have to agree with Jonathan. You know, revolt is coming. No porn, no peace. That's going to be the...
That's a T-shirt.
Bill, isn't denying prisoners porn the same as canceling Christmas for young children?
It's the same as canceling Christmas for juvenile delinquents. They have given up the right to Christmas, Greg.
Good answer, Bill.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank
Greg
you
has
so
finally
much.
gotten to you.
No, I agree. It's like if you want your porn, stop hurting
Not
people.
to sound like Johnny Cochran, but if you rob a bank, then you cannot wank.
Very good. All right, the following story is so nice and fun and nice. I just made some nice funness in my Nicey Fun Pants fun. What? Yes. Want to get out of a second date? Well, you'll need to get out of my basement first, my pretties. What's so tasteless about this New Yorker magazine cover? I licked it twice and it was scrumptious.
You know where I am? The intersection of my inbox is out of control and I haven't had a day off since the 3rd grade. You know, the place where you can't get a minute to check your voicemail, let alone shop for car insurance? Yeah, you could say I'm there.
State Farm makes it easy to get our Good Neighbor service and discounts on your terms. Get a quote day or night, online, on the phone, or in person. Whatever works for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Trace Brooks, and welcome to the B.B. Brooks Ranch. Brooks Realty has been helping families find their own special ranch property since 1969. Now you can own a 40-acre parcel of the historic B.B. Brooks Ranch located just outside of Casper, Wyoming from only $995 an acre. That's right, your own 40-acre Wyoming ranch from only $995 an acre. They won't last long, so give us a call today at 800-586-1251. That's 800-586-1251.
Sick of traveling for meetings? Tired of paying through the nose for gas and airfare? Fed up with never getting enough work done? Then do more and travel less with GoToMeeting. GoToMeeting is the award-winning online service that lets you hold meetings with people in multiple locations, right from your computer. All you need is an internet connection and a phone. Just log on to GoToMeeting.com and start your conference call. Attendees join online and see everything that's on your computer screen. Give presentations, product demos, training sessions, and more. Hold as many meetings as you want for one low flat rate. Do more and travel less with GoToMeeting. Try GoToMeeting right now free. Visit GoToMeeting.com and use promo code Fox News.
To be an American, in my opinion, is the greatest thing in the world.
Freedom. I think this is a country where anyone can be whatever they want to be.
Freedom, baby.
I have the freedom to say what I want, when I want. Freedom.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
Forever proud.
Uniquely American.
Be inspired.
Be inspired.
RealAmericans.Stories.com.
Love your country again.
So the New Yorker, otherwise known as Highlights for Liberals, ran a cartoon on their cover with Senator Barack Obama in Muslim clothing, with his wife dressed like a Black Power revolutionary, complete with automatic rifle. A burning American flag was present near a portrait of bin Laden. Of course, this wasn't meant to bash Barack. Rather, it was an attack on his critics, a commentary on those who sensationalize Obama's perceived flaws. Which is why Obama's response has been so hilarious and telling. His campaign called the cartoon tasteless and offensive. But to whom exactly? Is it offensive to liberals? No, the cartoon is the shield that protects the chosen one from criticism. Is it offensive to conservatives? Who cares? The New Yorker hates those jerks. Is it offensive to terrorists? Come on, everyone knows terrorists don't read the New Yorker. They prefer the Daily Kos for their politics and Cat Fancy for their masturbatory fantasies. Or maybe I have it backwards. Look, here's what we've learned. That Senator Obama isn't as hip and facile as his slavish followers would have us believe. In a sense, he can't take a joke, even one that's kissing his butt. And as the polls show McCain and Obama neck and neck, we're going to see more of the new Obama, less Christ-like and more calculating, less perfect and more preening. Whether the New Yorker cares to lampoon that, however, is another story. And if you disagree with me, then you, sir, are worse than Hitler.
Greg, as much as I wanted to share your anger over this cover controversy,
I wasn't angry.
I could. You were perturbed. I couldn't, mostly because A, it's dumb, and B, all my fury has been directed towards a certain material girl's brother who nixed an appearance on our Red Eye to promote his upcoming tell-all, Life with My Sister Madonna. So, after procuring an advanced copy of the tomb from the publisher, I will now turn to page 342 and ruin the damn ending. In my heart, Madonna and I are forever linked together by blood and the incredible adventure that is our lives. Wasted. P.S. I'm told the original version of Papa Don't Preach featured Madonna making out with said brother. Schultz Crest out. Cuteness in.
Why do I bother? PAB, is it kind of scary that Obama's campaign can't see this for what it was and reacted in that manner?
Well, I mean, it was obviously tasteless, but it does kind of remind me of the letters that we get here at Red Eye. You'll do a Gregolog, and it's obviously satire. You're taking something out to its absurd extreme, and then you get these letters from people actually thinking you were serious when you were actually on the same side as them. It's kind of odd that Obama's
It's a good point, although I do believe in everything I say. It's not satire.
None of it's sarcasm at all.
Of course not. Jamie, does this hurt the Obama camp or help? Or does it hurt McCain or help?
I don't think it really hurts the Obama camp. I think it's a joke. I'm excited to find out that it was like a cover that was just drawn to be like facetious. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a caricaturist had made that for them at a fair.
Yes.
And I thought it was an actual photo.
It was actually at a costume party, I believe, and they came dressed like that. Could you believe the balls he has to do that, to go to a costume party dressed as a terrorist? Hey, Jonathan, controversial covers like this just tell the New Yorker readers what they already think. So what's the point, really?
Greg, I was surprised that the New Yorker is actually still being published. Honestly, I didn't know it was still published, so I guess I'm happy to hear that. I mean, I believe in free speech. I think Obama generally does that too. So, you know, people can say what they want, print what they want. I don't really get honestly, and I think this is ultimately actually a win for Obama. He looks very cool and just kind of brushing it off his shoulders.
You know who does give a bleep, sir? Our editors. Our editors. Once you're off doing your coke and your women in Chicago, they'll be here editing that out, sir. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hey, Bill, what's worse, Rolling Stone's illustration that we talked about before when they depicted McCain in a bamboo prison while getting tortured, or this lame satire that's on the cover of the New Yorker?
I guess Rolling Stone because it offended both the Obama camp, the Hillary camp, and the McCain camp in its illustration. But also, we have to remember that this is an illustration for a story titled "What Chicago Meant to Obama." That was the story. It's like how he was raised in Chicago. Our own Andy Levy pointed that to me incoherently before the show. But it's the equivalent of like how the Chicago suburbs meant to Bill, and it's a picture of me in Nazi garb and thigh-high stilettos. Doesn't make
Which I
any
have
sense.
seen that picture of you.
Yeah, actually, that's very accurate.
Because you are a neo-Nazi crossdresser.
Well, who isn't in this crazy working world?
Not to give away the shocking plot twist that takes place during the second half of the show, but it may or may not involve me killing Bill with a bar of soap. What has Lindsay Lohan done now? The offensive line for the Cowboys, probably. Could the man playing the president be drunker than the president himself? He pours, you decide.
Should paroled child molesters be allowed to possess porn? Inside the shocking Florida ruling. Plus a body language breakdown of Jesse Jackson's apology on The Factor.
Is your pet having difficulty getting into your car, climbing onto a chair, running up the stairs, or simply getting up? You finally have a safe, natural, and easy way to stop your pet's pain. Dr. Frank's homeopathic joint pain relief for dogs and cats.
He was in really bad shape. His hips were broken and were never treated properly. He couldn't run around and do the things that normal dogs could do. He was in so much pain that in order to take him for walks, I'd have to put him in a stroller. I started using Dr. Frank's spray, and just 6 sprays, pretty easy. There's nothing to it. And now, you wouldn't believe it's the same dog.
Dr. Frank's is all natural. You spray, your pet drinks, and the pain stops everywhere. It's that simple. Never before have these 9 homeopathic ingredients been combined to stop inflammation, pain, and stiffness. Our pets can suffer from many of the same aches and pains we do. Now, with Dr. Frank's spray, you can stop their suffering.
It's heartbreaking. We all love our dogs. It hurts because you know they're hurting.
Now your pet doesn't have to hurt. I'm Dr. Ken Frank, and I guarantee that if you spray this natural and safe formula in your pet's water bowl daily, it will stop the pain.
You spray, your pet drinks, and they live pain-free. Try safe, effective Dr. Frank's risk-free. Call now and get a 200 spray trial bottle for only $19.95.
Little girl is very old. I started using Dr. Frank's spray. It was like night and day. It was amazing. She went out and played. She loved everything, and now she's the love of my life. And I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Call now and spray away your pet's pain in days. Call now for your risk-free 200 spray trial bottle of Dr. Frank's joint pain relief for dogs and cats for only $19.95. Ask how to double the supply for free. Get twice as much for the same low price of $19.95. Call now. Put an end to your pet's pain.
1-800-393-9188. That's 1-800-393-9188.
How could you not love a face like this?
Are you looking for a new best friend? Now it's easier than ever to find the perfect furry companion at Pet Adoptions on Demand. We'll introduce you to cats and dogs of every size, breed, and disposition, each one waiting for a place to call home. Visit Pet Adoptions in the On Demand menu under Local Programs.
You got game? Prove it at Trailblazer Street Jam, presented by Adidas and benefiting Special Olympics Oregon. This is a 3-on-3 hoops tournament. This is an outdoor festival. This is Portland's summertime street party with DJs, food, kids clinics, slam dunk contest, and a 3-point shootout. July the 18th through the 20th at the Rose Quarter. Register your team online at TrailblazerStreetJam.com. Trailblazer Street Jam, presented by Adidas and benefiting Special Olympics Oregon.
Lindsay Lohan has a new clothing collection out that will bring girls to their knees, literally. The new fashion line features Mr. President leggings. The $132 tights come complete with knee pads, while the entire collection, according to the freckled frock lover, is inspired by the rotting corpse of Marilyn Monroe. Jamie, what kind of message is this clothing sending to girls out there?
A positive one. These stocking things are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something to the guys out there. If you go out with a girl and she's wearing leggings with knee pads, you will most likely get some action, with some exceptions. One of them including if she's also wearing a catcher's mask and you're playing co-ed softball. You may not. You may not. It is inappropriate.
You will get nowhere. What are PAB? What are her handlers thinking by letting her attach her name to such a thing? Is this a strategy on her part? I don't know.
I can't even imagine. I don't think her handlers are handling her at all. I don't think anyone's handling her right now except her girlfriend, Courtney, maybe. But, you know, I hear these things are Scotch guarded. Could come in handy.
Wait, her girlfriend's name is Tom?
Samantha.
Samantha.
Courtney?
It might be another one.
She's allegedly in some lesbian relationship. Could it be that she thinks the leggings will make her seem more guy-friendly than she currently is? I don't know.
Does it do anything for you, Greg, to see that? I mean,
I have to try them on first. I mean, I think they're interesting.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like Madonna's prom dress back in the day, or even like Lisa Bonet's little nose ring and that in Rolling Stone, those were kind of more exciting and erotic. So, you know, she's still young. I think she's had a couple more years to kind of play that angle, but I just don't think the knee pads, to me, they're not that exciting.
Especially at $132, Patty Ann. That's a lot of money for tights. Because you get in a run in, and what do?
If my math is correct, that's like $100 per knee pad, Greg.
That is true, Bill. You know, I read on TV Newser that you've already pre-ordered a half dozen of these for your trip next month to Fire Island. Is that true?
I'm selling them on the black market or the black BJ market. Wink, wink. Now, this is, well, the entire company is named after Marilyn Monroe's birthday. And the similarities are very, very clear. I mean, she likes girls. Marilyn had lesbian dalliances. Marilyn was in crappy movies. Lindsay's been in a bunch of crappy movies. I mean, the girl is clearly trying to model her life after this.
The other thing that I think they could have marketed this differently if they called them contact tights. You wear them when you lose a contact in a bathroom.
Oh.
So you get down on your hands and knees.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it's right to assume that because of the knee pads, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's
like if it had a matching hat with a handle on it, I mean, maybe then.
Right, true. Absolutely.
Or an ashtray in the butt area. Yeah, that would.
All right, from tights to fights, the president and Colin Powell, or rather the actors who play them, were arrested for bar brawling in Louisiana, a state, Bill. Josh Brolin, and there they are, and Jeffrey Wright, who are filming W, an Oliver Stone movie about the letter W, were arrested in Shreveport at a bar called the Stray Cat. According to one report, locals who caught wind they were there started insulting Stone, his politics, and the anti-Bush tone of his film. That led to harsh words from Brolin, then few punches, then punches, and it's not clear who escalated things. Jamie, I ask you, was Brolin just getting into character?
Maybe, you mean maybe doing like some early W years in the bar?
Yeah.
I think so, man. By the way, I'm a huge fan of any Oliver Stone historical movie because I know so little about history. All the ends are a surprise to me. I had no idea how JFK or Nixon was going to end.
Yeah, really?
I can't wait to see how W ends. A lot of people hope he dies at the end.
Oh, I know. Well, at least the people making it are. Honig, according to the report, Jeffrey Wright, who plays Powell, tried to play peacemaker until someone yelled a racial slur. Doesn't it sound like these movie people are trying to control the story by characterizing the locals as hicks?
Well, they got into a bar brawl, Greg. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with that, you know, the objectivity of that situation. But, I mean, is anyone going to see this movie? I feel like Oliver Stone made Wall Street 20 years ago, and it's like Dianu. That would have been enough. But, you know, he keeps trotting at these movies that I think that probably do worse and worse. So, you know, they can make whatever the movie they want, but this is going to be one that I'm probably going to miss.
You know what, Patty Ann, you know what bothers me about it is that Josh Brolin, I mean, they're all hypocrites because they're all portraying George Bush in his younger years as a drunk frat boy, and here they are acting every bit as stupid. So isn't that kind of hypocritical, if I'm using the phrase correctly?
I believe you are.
Thank you.
It means furry, correct?
Yes. Isn't it furry of them?
Yes. It's just, I don't understand what's happening to adult male actors. You've got Matthew McConaughey out there having these brawls on the beach, and now these two.
You lay off McConaughey, okay?
Oh, I know. I know he's our favorite and all that.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, and we don't know who started this one. They're making that clear. But either way, well, how does it end that way? Isn't anybody an adult anymore?
Yeah, why can't they just make out, Bill?
Now that would be a W I'd see.
I think I understand why they go a little crazy because I go a little crazy on my budget. So I can't even imagine just having the women and the girls around.
Yeah, that's true, too.
I'm just alone in my house.
All right. Still to come in the next 30 minutes, the halftime report from TV's Andy Levy. Tonight's report is sponsored by worms, those adorable slithery animals with long, soft bodies and no legs. There are nearly 4,500 species of worms, half being earthworms. Thanks, worms. Thank you, Greg, and watch where you're stepping. Okay, and if you have a comment on what you're seeing, you can email us. It's redeye@foxnews.com. Go there now and win a puppy made of gold.
Happiness is fat money. Until August 15th, get an even chunkier rate of 3.50% APY, 9 times the national savings average, and watch your money get fatter. Open an HSBC Direct Online Savings account and say goodbye to skinny savings.
Get 12 months of Golf Digest with easy-to-follow tips and techniques for just $14.97. Order today and receive this DVD absolutely free.
Call now to order Golf Digest, 800-215-3100. That's 800-215-3100.
Does Scalp Med work?
I really can see the difference. I can see this hair coming in.
I have hair on my head. I can brush my hair now.
Within 2 months, I've got my hair back.
It's just like a second chance on life.
No hormones, no surgery.
There's nothing better out there. It's your own hair growing back. It's your own hair growing back.
I can pull on it. It's not going anywhere, and I don't have a handful anymore.
To have hair without having to go through a surgical procedure is terrific.
The results were ridiculous. They were amazing.
It's all there and it's all great and I love it.
Terrific results.
I feel like I have a life. My joy is back. My peace is back.
It was nothing short of a miracle for me.
I'm a brand new man.
I've got hair on my head. Thanks to Scalp Med. It works.
It works.
It worked for me.
I am living proof that Scalp Med works.
Scalp Med works. It works. It works.
Call now and find out how you can try 2 months of Scalp Med for only $14.95. That's right, get 2 months towards your new head of hair for only $14.95. And if you're currently using a hair growth product, take the Scalp Med Challenge. Simply replace what you're using with Scalp Med for just 2 months. You're absolutely 100% guaranteed to be happier with Scalp Med, or you can use all of it, return the empty bottles, and keep the Cortex Enlarger as a free gift. This offer will never, ever be available in stores. Call now and ask about priority shipping, or for even faster service, visit scalpmed.com.
Welcome back. Let's find out if we've gotten anything wrong so far. For that, we go to TV's Andy Levy. Andy has started a newspaper that cats can read while in the litter box. It's called the Meowie Herald.
Oh. Greg, I should point out for the record that everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. Your friends up there in the sanctuary, Moon, are walking into a trap, as is your rebel fleet.
Oh. Interesting. I think he's reading us sentence by sentence the beginning of a whole novel.
Something like that. You are a pop culture idiot. McCain and the internet. He'd rather chop a log than read a blog. What the hell does that mean, Greg?
That means he's more of a guy who likes the rustic life, the outdoor life, as opposed to sitting in and wasting his life away in his dirty underwear like you.
That's actually what I thought it meant. Greg, you said you don't want a president who is distracted by Facebook or watching videos of frat boys lighting their farts on fire. You may find this hard to believe, but there are a bunch of other things one can see on the internet.
I haven't seen them. All I see are guys lighting their farts.
I know you haven't, my friend. Also, did you say McCain was an oral legend?
No, I said using the oral legend as opposed to the phone, like not using the phone, but the oral legend.
That's wholly different.
Okay.
Yeah, I seriously misunderstood that one. Sharing equals dealing. All right, I think this is a stupid decision, but remember that the whole thing started when the dude sold some coke to a guy who turned out to be a confidential informant for the cops.
Oh,
yes,
well, there goes that story.
That's what led to the raid on his apartment.
Okay.
Also, he claims, quote, most of the time I used it by myself, but if a lady friend comes by, we use it together, you know, have some and relax. Yeah, relax with some blow. And then have sex. Good luck with that. Hey, Peter, can we show that coke video again? Now can we split screen it so we can see Bill and Greg sweating? All I guess not.
I'm fine. Those days are in my past.
It is warm in here. I blame the sweater vest.
You all right, Bill?
Yeah.
No porn in prison. So Mark Jordan sued the prison, arguing his First Amendment rights were violated. If that's the worst thing he has violated in prison, he should count himself lucky.
I don't follow.
What does he mean by that?
I'm not sure.
I don't either.
Look it up on the internet later, Greg.
I shall. Using a computer, perhaps.
Yes. Jay Hill, I got to disagree with you. You seem to think if prisoners can't get porn, they're going to get all pent up and stuff. So what are they going to do? Start raping each other or something? Come on.
That's a possibility.
Come on.
Isn't it just easier to, get a couple hustlers in there, though?
You mean hustlers?
Yeah, hustlers.
Like players?
Exactly, hustlers.
Okay.
They're both so urban.
They really are.
Aren't we just? New Yorker cover. Greg, you said everyone knows terrorists don't read the New Yorker. They prefer the Daily Kos for their politics, cat fancy for their masturbatory fantasies. I believe it's goat fancy. Yes,
I get those little furry creatures.
Possibly Camel Toe Weekly. I'm not sure.
Oh, Andrew.
What did he say?
It really doesn't matter. Hey, Bill, how did you get hold of an advance copy of Madonna's brother's Tomb?
I've got it under good authority that he'll die next week.
Interesting.
It always happens.
I believe you meant tomb.
Yeah, tomb. I did say tomb. Yeah.
You said tomb.
Yeah. I also checked in the script. You wrote tomb. T-O-M-B.
See, spell check won't correct that. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, am I the only one that thinks that this New Yorker cover is great?
I don't know. I don't see what all the hubbub was about.
Let me ask you this. When was the last time the New Yorker got this much press?
That's a good point.
That's true.
It's a great cover.
Yeah. I liked it when they used to do those fold-in things in the back.
No, that...
And it would turn into one image.
Yeah. I don't think that was the New Yorker.
Magazine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Lindsay Lohan. PAB, keep your sick fantasies to yourself. Courtney Friel is not dating Lindsay Lohan.
She did have a girlfriend named Courtney. I guess it's somebody else now.
It's Sam Ronson.
It was not Friel, no.
And lastly, on the James Brolin thing, Jamie, you said a lot of people are hoping that W ends with him dying at the end. The Secret Service would like a quick word after the show.
He meant his hair.
Yeah, after the show.
Okay.
Yeah, you can wait. And that's all I got, man.
Thank you, Andy. Let's welcome back our all-star guest, Patty Ann Brown, Fox News Channel anchor. If beauty were corn dogs, I'd eat her at the county fair. Jonathan Hoenig, Fox News business contributor. He knows finance like I know Fishers. And Canadian, that's a Canadian comedian for all of you out there. Jamie Lissow, if hilarity were an AA meeting, I'd do him with a bunch of alcoholics. Hate your date. Writing at thefrisky.com, sex and love columnist Judy McGuire gives women some strategies for ensuring that he never calls you for a second night of misery. What's on her list? Well, crying, excessive talking about your ex, inappropriate personal or medical disclosures, and offering to split the check and then saying you forgot your wallet. J.O., how many of those have you heard in your lifetime?
Yeah, I've gotten a couple of those, Greg. But, honestly, more often than not, they simply don't return your calls.
Yes.
And you know what? I do the same thing. If you don't want somebody to call you, talk to somebody, don't return their phone calls. Don't be nice. Just be a jerk and don't talk to them anymore. Eventually, they'll get the picture and stop calling.
The simplest the result that I've found is always just to bury. Yes, your best friend is a shovel. PAB, how many of those excuses have you used in your lifetime? I'm betting thousands.
I've used all of those, and I have a few more to add. First of all, you can explain to him that you're pre-op, and so you need a ride to the hospital in the morning to finish the job.
Nice.
You can just come right out and tell him, wow, you had a lot more hair in your photo. Invite him to meet your family right away. That always works. Tell him he's the one, and try to get the waitress to take a picture of the two of you on your camera phone because you want to remember the day you met.
Oh, fantastic. You're
and
scaring
ask him how long a body can go missing before it's discovered.
Ooh, the Gutfeld method.
The one thing, Jamie, the one thing that bothers me is sex columnists in general. These are the people that give the excuses. They always tend to be the creepiest people you know. Why is that? It's like they're not really experts.
Yeah, you feel like they're in a basement with like a typewriter with pictures of guys and girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, if a girl doesn't want me to call her again, all she has to do is sleep with me.
I love that advice. Yes. Only way to stay away.
That's why I keep seeing you.
Bill, what do you do to get rid of men?
Don't get rid of men, Greg. But when it comes to the ladies, I think talking about personal interests, focusing on how excited you are for The Dark Knight for about an hour, all of that stuff works like a T.
Interesting.
And just being me.
Yeah, just being you. All right, as you know, I draw the news. And today I drew the perfect date. He's half high-powered executive and half polar bear. Not only is this creature powerful in the boardroom, but also in the bedroom. Plus, he can catch raw fish for you in the morning. Wow. If you'd like to win this piece of art, simply send me the title to redeye@foxnews.com. And if I like it, I'll mail you an autographed original in an envelope made of pain. Well, this upcoming story is so good, I just may renounce my wicked ways and start wearing clean underwear once again. One of Alfred Hitchcock's movies is now a Broadway play. We'll talk to one of the 39 Steps amazing stars, actress Jennifer Farren. If you leave now, you'll probably grow pimples on your warts.
Save up to 80% buying Factory Direct. Compare this well-known jeweler's 91-point platinum band for $5,900 with the jewelry exchanges for $1,490. We make jewelry in every price range guaranteed to appraise for double. Half-carat earrings and journey pendants are $159. 2 to 4 carat tennis bracelets $299 per carat. 1 carat 3-stone rings $699. 2 carat $19.90, and 1 carat studs $399 per carat. Seen it elsewhere? We'll make it for less, plus no interest for 6 months. Buy Factory Direct, the jewelry exchange nationwide and online.
For over 25 years, Fisher Investments has stood apart from other money management firms by providing clients with a potent combination of insight, innovation, performance, and something more: unsurpassed personal service.
We believe the 3 keys to investment success are: first, recognizing that it's a long journey; secondly, that it will have many unexpected obstacles that you must be prepared to overcome; and thirdly, that the way to deal with all of this is by knowing something others don't know.
Together, these 3 keys are the foundations for Fisher's ability to help meet and exceed your financial goals, allowing you to focus on what's really important: living your life.
Pick up the phone or visit our website to receive free of charge the Fisher Discovery Kit detailing Fisher's unique approach to money management. The kit includes these valuable investment guides. First, in the 8 biggest mistakes investors make and how to avoid them, you'll find common investor pitfalls and learn strategies that can improve your investment results. You'll also receive 10 critical questions every investor should ask. Your kit also includes the Wealth Management Guide and Fisher's own stock market outlook. Finally, for investors with more than $500,000 to invest, you'll receive a certificate for a free consultation with a Fisher Investments Regional Vice President. Take the first step today. The Discovery Kit is a great way to get to know Fisher Investments and learn more about investing.
The kit is free. There's no risk or no obligation. So call or go online now and take the first step on your journey to financial success and security.
To get your Fisher Discovery Kit, call 1-888-363-1353 or visit us online at fishernow.com.
Fisher Investments. Invest assured.
Can I be of any assistance?
No, thank you.
All right.
Hold this.
Hey.
The classic Alfred Hitchcock movie, The 39 Steps, is now a Broadway play, and it's funny as hell. It opened here in New York City in January and was nominated for 6 Tony Awards, winning 2. We've got one of the cast members. Joining us is the delightful and delicious Jennifer Farren. There she is. She memorizes lines faster than I can snort them. So now it's based on a Hitchcock thriller, but it's not a thriller at all. How would you describe it?
Oh, gosh. I would describe it as an homage to theater, but in a very fast-paced comedy style.
Now, you're assuming that Bill knows what homage means.
Is that like a decolletage homosexual phrase?
Close.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
Now, you play 3 different roles. I think 3 or maybe 4. And every one of the characters plays different roles. Plus, you're constantly moving around using trunks as tops of trains. How do you keep up and know what's going on? Do you ever get confused?
I'm often confused. I go through life confused. But I have 3 other amazing actors keeping me on my toes, and we did a lot of rehearsal time, and we've been running it now for months and months. So we've got it.
How many performances have you done?
I think we're over the 200 mark.
Do you ever still get nervous when you go out there? I always wonder. I have a problem watching plays because I get nervous for the people up there, like they're going to screw up, and I've never seen it screw up. But you guys.
Well, that's the great thing about the show is you can screw up. You can screw up a million times, and it doesn't matter because it's kind of built in that way.
Yeah, I guess you can play it off because you play off certain elements of the hokey dialogue or the things that are going out as a joke or something like that. Now, the great thing about the play is you use props and characters and you morph it constantly, but you have to be in amazing shape. What do you guys do? Are you guys like athletes or something?
No, it is a workout in and of itself. I mean, I like to do yoga, and I do like to work out, but I mean, it's exhausting.
Speaking of yoga, didn't you want to be an aerobics instructor or something?
Where did you read that?
I read it somewhere.
Oh, that was going to be my fallback, but I kind of failed the test.
So how do you fail an aerobics instructor exam?
You have to know a lot of anatomy and science and math.
Really?
Stuff. Yeah.
The guys that I see at Bally's aren't very smart.
No, they probably slept with somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
interesting. How do I get into that?
By the way, I'm
business?
wearing tights without knee pads.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We like you anyway.
Yes,
now,
thank you.
is it true you had a guest role on Dawson's Creek?
That was my very first acting job.
Wow.
I sat next to James Vanderbeek on an airplane. I was a nervous girl.
Now, I mean, what was it like sharing the screen with a head as giant as James Vanderbeek's? Because his head is, according to some kind of...
I have a big head.
No, his head is...
I have a good size.
Have you seen his head? His head is like about twice your head.
Okay, yeah.
What's that like?
Well, I thought it was really cool because I was young.
Hi, your phone.
Hello? James? James?
No, but whatever happened to him? His career never grew to the size of his head.
I don't know. Maybe he has a life. I don't know. Family? I don't know.
Now, you were also in Rescue Me, which is a great show. You played the hot chick at the bar.
Aren't these amazing roles?
Yeah, I know, they're fantastic.
My career is just, yeah. The hot chick who slept with her brother with another guy. Yeah.
That's pretty good. You did well,
Kinda
though.
dirty.
I thought it was fantastic. Now, I got to ask you, I went and saw the play on Saturday, which was amazing, and I don't like plays, like I said, which I think is the key to its popularity. It's like for people like me. I felt the gun was too loud.
I'm used to it.
Really?
Yes.
You have this audience
It is loud,
filled with
but-
tourists, many of them over 70.
Yes.
You are shooting a weapon 3 or 4 times. I swear you killed 4 people in the audience just through coronaries.
Well, I don't know. It's it's sensory experience.
Yeah. It's very cold in that theater.
We like it that way.
Yeah.
Cold for comedy.
All right. You know that your theater is right next door to where we work.
I pass this studio every day.
Do you ever go to Smilers?
Yes. They overcharge everything.
Yeah. I get there
We should get a discount of some sort.
Yeah. You also notice the guy who collects all that stuff on the street, the guy with all the bags? Next to the guitars.
I always get distracted by the psychic ladies.
Oh, yeah, they're fantastic.
Sorry, you are giving Barbara Walters a run for her money right now, sir. This is amazing stuff. This is amazing stuff. I'm sorry.
The viewers are riveted.
Oh, I just think it's neat that we work in the same street. Screw both of you. All right, you got a gig on. I'll ask serious questions now, okay, for both of you.
I like Smilers.
You're on As the World Turn. You were on As the World Turn, and you were you got on before you even graduated from drama school, right?
Sort of, yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, in my graduate program, my drama school program, we came up to New York and auditioned and met agents and stuff like that. And I got the job the week that I was up here, pretty much. And then I went home and graduated, and then came up and worked on it for 3 years.
Wow, that must have been exciting. You were nominated for 2 daytime Emmys, which you didn't win. But it's not about winning, is it?
It is so not about winning. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for something else.
Absolutely. What's more fun to do, TV or theater?
Oh, gosh. I have to say theater is more fun because it's more immediately gratifying. You have an audience there. You get the energy of it every night. TV's a lot of waiting around. You make more money, though.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No.
No, she's talking about people with real careers, Bill. Not you or I.
All right, okay.
Yeah, we're just living here. We wear the same clothes every night.
You tripped over my box of your Smilers on the way over here.
Yes, exactly. All right, we got to go. Jennifer Farron, a pleasure having you here. Best of luck.
you so
Congratulations.
much.
It's a
Thank you so
fantastic
much.
play. If you're in New York, go check it out. It's 39 Steps. Go to 39stepsonbroadway.com. If you probably don't, you're a communist pig. Coming up next, I'll read some of your emails using my big fat face. Plus, I'll show you a thing about an ATM and a car. Wow. And check out theactivitypit.com. That's the virtual basement where you can chat about the show.
Tomorrow, a massive search for this missing mother. What new clues and leads have investigators uncovered? The latest in this mystery. Greta investigates on The Record.
Here at the phone company, you've been our customer for a long time. Now Vonage wants to change all that.
Well, over 2 million people have already joined Vonage.
Oh, really? Don't they miss having phone service?
Actually, with Vonage, you get the #1 rated digital phone service and unlimited local and long-distance calls, all for just $9.95 per month for the first 3 months. What do you charge?
It's simple, really. It starts with different basic rates, long-distance fees, and of course...
Vonage has over 25 features, and they're included for no extra charge.
For me, Vonage is everything I want in a phone service.
It's dependable. It's perfect.
No nickels and dimes like the phone company.
Get Vonage for only $9.95 per month for the first 3 months. Enjoy clear digital phone sound quality using your high-speed internet connection.
Okay, but making a change is hard, and for over 100 years, the only thing we've changed is...
Your prices?
Whoa!
Call 1-800-421-8348 or go online to Start Vonage.
Are you looking for a new best friend? Now it's easier than ever to find the perfect furry companion at Pet Adoptions on Demand. We'll introduce you to cats and dogs of every size, breed, and disposition, each one waiting for a place to call home. Visit Pet Adoptions in the On Demand menu under Local Programs.
Versus Take Back the Tour Sweepstakes. It's a cycling fan's ultimate dream. Win a trip and VIP access to the 2009 Tour. Ride an actual time trial stage. And bring home a brand new Felt F1, the official bike of USA Team Slipstream. Head to your local participating retailer to enter for a chance to win.
Spirit Mountain Casino presents the Washington County Fair, and admission is free to everyone anytime, every day. Continuous live music, including Latino concerts. Ticketed events include the Madden Industrial Craftsman Bull Bash, Les Schwab Truck Pull, Madden Monster Trucks and Mud Box, and the Baker Rock Demolition Derby. The Spirit Mountain Casino, Washington County Free Fair.
Free is a very good price.
July 24th through 27th in Hillsboro.
The NBA season is over 3 months away. Luckily, you don't have to wait. This week on Comcast Sportsnet, the NBA Summer League will bring you every Trailblazer Summer League game live from Las Vegas.
The baseline cutter is Webster down the middle to Ryan.
All week long on Comcast Sportsnet.
Free shot clock ad free. Oh,
Game on.
He says he was just circling the parking lots when disaster struck. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. And here it goes. Oh, but like Jeff Spicoli, the driver had fast reflexes. The Texas man and his 10-year-old son escaped uninjured. The truck, however, is still in the hospital. Oh, look at here. The mail has arrived. Come in, mail. Have a seat. It's mail time. The address is redeye@foxnews.com. You write, I read, then we make a poncho out of parrots. Here we go. Eddie Norvell leads things off. I can almost tolerate your program until you're absolutely wrong, especially when it applies to country music. Tim McGraw's hit was Live Like You Are Dying, which was a tribute to his father, Tug McGraw. Friends in Low Places was a hit for Garth Brooks. As a country music historian, I would gladly answer your questions prior to you and your guests making silly of the most popular form of music in the USA today. Touchy, touchy, Eddie. You're a historian? More like a hisborian. Look, yes! When it comes to country music, no one knows more about it than I do. Everyone knows Live Like You're Dying was an old Roy Clark song written originally for Waylon Jennings before he joined the Grand Ole Opry. Friends in Low Places was not done by Garth Brooks, but by Brooke Benton for her friend Jenny Garth. Grow up, you stupid, stupid man. Kelly Daniels from Missoula, Montana writes, after watching Red Eye for a few months, your satanic nature is obvious. The big giveaway was that bizarre and demonic crease between your yellow eyes. Surely it is the mark of the devil, not to mention your hellish haircut. Please come clean with your loyal viewers and admit that lovely lady you call your mother is just an actress and you are the Antichrist. Actually, Kelly, the crease between my gorgeous blue eyes is the mark of Christ, making me your Lord Savior. And as Lord Savior, I'm thinking, Lord Savior, like a lifesaver, I'm thinking you aren't worth the time or effort for saving. In fact, I think you're going to straight to hell. And by hell, I mean my apartment. Well, you will learn exactly why a pitchfork has 3 prongs. Lexi Riley, age 12. We have a 12-year-old writing in from Houston. I know that's terrible. Why do you always show off your stupid artwork? It's horrible. Lexi, I suppose you can stay up at night to watch Red Eye because you don't go to school, which is odd for a 12-year-old. So make fun of my artwork all you want. I've reported your parents to social services, and you'll be removed shortly and deposited into a foster home where I'm sure you'll be passed around like a plate of chicken wings. And the only artwork you'll be seeing are the cigarette butts swirling in the toilet you'll be drinking from. And finally, Patrick Sharp writes, I'm 13 and would love to be Bill's little brother. Maybe we can shop at Club Monaco together. Patrick, thank you for your enthusiasm, but I have said before, we need proof of your actual age, so you're not lying. Please send me a copy of your birth certificate, 1 tooth, and make that $100 for processing. And remember, if there's anyone else who would like to be Bill's little brother, simply write to Bill's Little Brothers Program, care of Red Eye, 1211 Avenue of the Americas, 18th floor, New York, 10036. Remember, to be considered to be Bill's little brother, you have to be completely hairless, small-boned, and possess a keen ability to keep a secret. We'll close things out with the post-game wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy, that guy, and give you a preview of tomorrow's show. And remember, the show's official website is foxnews.com/redeye. You'll find clips of past shows and links to cool stuff. It's true, cool stuff. Stuff that's cool.
If you have back pain, arthritis, fibromyalgia, tendinitis, any kind of joint and muscle pain or stiffness at all, you finally have a safe, effective relief. Dr. Frank's homeopathic joint and muscle pain relief.
I had a lot of fear that I would be crippled at a very young age. It was a miracle that I found something safe and that had such dramatic pain relief.
Dr. Frank's is all natural. Just spray here and stop all your pain everywhere. For the first time ever, these 10 homeopathic ingredients have been combined in a revolutionary oral spray that stops inflammation, pain, and stiffness.
I pretty much quit tennis just because of the pounding. Since using this spray, my pain and tenderness and swelling and soreness and stiffness has gone.
If you have any kind of joint and muscle pain or stiffness, Dr. Frank's Joint and Muscle Pain Relief is the safe, all-natural relief you've been searching for.
I have no pain in my knees, no sciatica, and I'm pain-free.
I'm Dr. Ken Frank. I'm a medical doctor. There is a safe way to stop your pain, and I guarantee that your daily aches and pains, whether mild or severe, will stop or significantly decrease with this formula.
Start living your life pain-free. Try safe, effective Dr. Frank's risk-free. Call now and get a 200-spray trial bottle for only $19.95.
It was as though someone has given me an electric shock that went up the arm, and I could not do that. Now, I can't get that pain no matter how far I turn my arm. And now I'm playing tennis again.
Call now and spray away your pain in days. Call now for your risk-free trial bottle of Dr. Frank's Joint and Muscle Pain Relief. Ask how to double the supply for free. And also ask how to get for free Dr. Frank's 100-page book about natural and safe pain relief without drugs.
Call now. 1-800-270-1241. 1-800-270-1241. That's 1-800-270-1241.
Dr. Frank's pain relief really works.
This summer, make Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada base camp for all your family fun. Stay 2 nights and get the 3rd night free, plus $50 in match play. You add on your adventure excursion. Book online at GrandSierraResort.com and type in the code BASECAMP. From the High Sierra Great Outdoors to our indoor 50-lane bowling center, family arcade, and movie theater, Grand Sierra has more value than any other resort in Reno. Book online at GrandSierraResort.com and type in the code BASECAMP or call the number below.
Time to go back to TV's Andy Levy for the post-game wrap-up.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, J-Ho, what's the Economic Club of Chicago?
It's like a bunch of guys and gals that get together and talk about like economic theory and free markets and stuff like that.
Wow.
I'm a member.
And you're part of this?
I am. That's one of my passions, absolutely.
All right. Do you like sit around discussing eminent domain with Richard Epstein and stuff?
Yeah, we would do that. Sure, property rights issues.
Huh?
You're into that stuff too, right? I mean,
well, not to
somebody's got to talk about it.
Is there drinking involved?
Yeah, well, by me there is. I got a flask.
What
always
is this?
in my
Like, why are you talking about this, Andy?
He's begging for. Why wouldn't I be talking about this, Greg? It's important to the future of our great nation. Something you clearly don't care about. Hey, PAB, I want to hear more about this band you were in college.
You know, it's nothing like Dalton Grant or anything like that. I sang some Pat Benatar and AC/DC, stuff like that. We played at some pubs, and there's not much really more to say. It didn't last very long. Lasted about a year, and some of the guys in the band went on to join other bands that actually did pretty well.
Like what?
You wouldn't actually know them now. Not that good, but they did pretty well locally.
You made all of that up, didn't you?
I really didn't.
All right.
Trying to picture a sitting Pat Benatar, Andy. Shut up.
Just picture the bandana around my head.
Yes,
yeah. It was very 80s-ish.
Yowza.
Hey, Jamie, how was that Johnny Carson Comedy Festival you were at?
Oh, the Johnny Carson Comedy Festival was awesome. We had a lot of great comics showed up. Robert Klein was there,
cool.
Eddie Brill, the guy that books Letterman. And actually, they ended up getting Ed McMahon at the last minute because he just needed a place to stay for the week.
Yeah, he had some trouble. Didn't his house just go into foreclosure or something? Yeah.
As a sidekick, I'm outraged by you, sir.
He was actually on Red Eye, remember?
Yes, he was.
Oh,
He gave me some advice.
Yeah.
That I
He said,
forgot.
get out of the business.
Yeah.
I think that's what he said
Wear
to
a
you.
matching handkerchief and tie. I have yet to do
Hey,
it.
James, what's going on in Philly this week?
I'm working at the Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia Wednesday through Saturday. And I'll be doing some jokes.
Where is it?
Philadelphia.
That's a wonderful state. All right, we must move. Bye, Andy. Jonathan Hoenig, always a pleasure appearing on tonight's
Greg,
program.
thanks.
Patty Ann Brown, delightful and delicious. Bill Schultz, disgusting, repulsive. Jamie Lissow, hilarious, joyful, pleasant. Greg Gutfeld, interesting, provocative, smelly. See you next time.